2 years ago, at the Natural History Museum in Angel Grove, Mark was with his teacher seeing everything there, and basically they let us know that there are all the hidden treasures of the earth. Despite this place is only for a few privileged people, and now they have allowed refugees to enter as well. In these images we can see a clear reference to the animals used by the mighty Morphin team, and we will see more later. The teacher gives Mark special permission for him to enter the building whenever he wants so he can complete his projects, but she also tells him that he cannot abuse that privilege and that he must stay only in the areas where he has access. As they are walking, Mark finds a door open and the teacher explains that there are artifacts inside for an exclusive and very special exhibit. Although they left for another place, in the images we can see what is inside the place that was open, and what is there is the Blue Ranger's power coin, but it is broken. In the present, at Angel Grove University, they are still trying to convince Valentina to cooperate with the plan to help Lauren. Valentina is still angry and thinks June has such an obsession with the Power Rangers that he now wants to help a runaway and is not thinking about what his mother might say. June thinks she shouldn't find out about anything, but Valentina says she always finds out about everything eventually. Lauren thinks Orion is different, and Mark tells her that they met at the museum 2 years ago when they were both interns at the museum. Lauren is surprised since she didn't think Orion was smart, but Mark explains to her that he is very smart, but he knows how to hide it very well. On top of that, he also tells her that Orion is a very good roommate and never questioned when Mark rescued the dog. After the atmosphere calmed down a bit, June decides to introduce Valentina to the group, but there is still a lot of tension. Valentina asks for a truce for now and wants to know how she can get Lauren to leave. Lauren explains to her that her family is in the Angel Grove Detention Center and she is not leaving without them. After this, the two begin to argue again, and Lauren reveals that she needs a morpher in order to get her Power Ranger powers back. Mark decides to interrupt the argument and says that he knows where they can get a morpher. Elsewhere, Rita and Bulk arrive at what we previously knew as Zordon's command center, and we can see that Rita says this is a place with great power. The plan she has is to enter this center and take all the power for herself. Bulk is a bit confused as he obviously knows what is inside this place and doesn't understand Rita's words. Being inside the place, Rita realizes that this center is a place to meditate and not what she expected. The person who greets them is RJ, the Purple Ranger from Jungle Fury, who is now a master of meditation, and I don't think he is a ranger in this universe. The weirdest part of all this is that Rita thought that this place was a center with power, as if she had already been in this place before or in another dimension where this place really was what she says. After RJ offers Rita all the services of this place, we can see that she is very angry, and not even a meditation session is going to take away that anger. After this, Rita decides to set the whole place on fire with her magic, and we can see that she is really enjoying it. Despite all this, Rita is still confused and wants to understand what has happened to this world and who is in charge now. Bulk replies to her that the Eltarians have colonized this world for several years now, and Rita is surprised by this answer. She again starts to get angry as she just got out of one prison only to land in another prison, plus her need for power keeps getting worse and worse. She also says that morphers are not going to keep falling in front of her, so she must keep looking. Quietly, Bulk had marked where they were, but Rita grabs him by the arm and breaks his artifact, though she didn't do it on purpose. She asks Bulk about the Power Rangers and threatens him to answer correctly. At the museum, the group begins the search for a morpher, and we must remember that Mark has had access to this place for 2 years. Despite this, he knows that he is risking that special permission since he should not have entered in this way and with unauthorized people. Lauren and Valentina continue to argue and are now talking about how powerful the dinosaurs must have been. Valentina admits that she too would like to have great power, but also accuses Lauren that she too wants that great power, as that is precisely what they are looking for now. Valentina doesn't know if Lauren really has noble motives, but Lauren tells her that she is just trying to survive. In one of the rooms there are many colored rocks or crystals, and in the center there is a large hollow stone, although it could also be a giant egg. Suddenly a loud explosion is heard there and Rita has opened an entrance to the museum. Obviously this sets off an alarm, but quickly Rita deactivates that alarm with her magic. Bulk still doesn't understand how Rita was able to turn off the alarms, but she reminds him that she is a space witch and having a connection to the Morphin grid has its advantages. She explains that she was infused as a child to put her on a good path, but obviously this didn't work, although it has clearly been useful. Bulk tells Rita that the Morphin grid is a myth, but Rita responds by basically telling him that he's a Morphin. Ryan has been texting Valentina to find out if she is still with June, but she has ignored the messages. When the alarm starts going off, everyone freaks out and starts running, but then they realize that suddenly the alarm stopped. Even though the alarm stopped, Mark suggests that they should leave the museum as the guards should be arriving soon, but Lauren tells him that it's too late. Everyone stopped as Lauren senses something is coming and suddenly the person who arrives is Rita accompanied by Bulk. In this image we can confirm June, Valentina, Lauren, Mark and Orion are going to be the new Rangers. We can also confirm the colors of each one and we see that June will be the Black Ranger, Valentina the yellow one, Lauren we already know is the red one, Mark the blue one and Orion the pink one. Lauren warns the others that they should run now, but Orion wants to know who Rita is and Lauren tells him she can smell the stink of magic. Bulk doesn't know what those young men, kids, are doing there and Rita tells him they are probably intruders looking for adventure. Rita quickly remembers seeing Lauren transform and tells him that she gave her the ingredients to create her wand. Lauren starts attacking Rita and asks her to return the morpher. The two begin to fight, but it is proving to be a very difficult fight for Lauren as Rita is very powerful and skilled. Outside the museum is the captain, June's mother, who asks the guards to wait while the city admiral arrives. June doesn't know what to do and Orion wants to enter the fight to help Lauren. The captain says that, if the information she has is correct, then it's best to leave this situation to the troopers. They have just arrived and Caitlin, one of the troopers, asks Ryan, Valentina's boyfriend, if he is okay with this mission. Ryan says that the governor said that the priority is the Ranger and although this is not going to please June and Valentina, he is going to do this help both of them. Inside the museum, Rita has trapped Orion with magic and thrown him hard. Mark tries to use the water mask to try to calm down, June thinks they should help somehow and Valentina thinks they should leave as this is not their fight. Rita is disappointed as even though Lauren can't transform, she still tries to fight, but then throws a bunch of stuff from the museum at her. Rita tells Lauren that her soul is strong, but her body is weak. June is scared as he doesn't want his mother to find him there and Orion still wants to help Lauren, but Mark says they can't even help themselves. Rita realizes that they are all trapped, so she makes an offer to Lauren to join forces. Rita says they can combine their magic with Lauren's powers, so Lauren accepts the offer. After this, Rita begins a magic to combine a dinosaur bone with another object that we can't see very well and this turns it into a power coin that functions as a morpher. This new morpher transforms Lauren into the first Ranger Prime, a more powerful Ranger than she was before.